Wish it stay on once you put it on. I want to say hey to everybody. I'm going to switch the camera around. Okay. I am driving. Lacey had to have her shots for the month this morning. So, I am her driver. I stopped right quick to grab a goodie powder. And I wanted to kind of make an announcement to everybody. I hope y'all saw my video for Mountain Chicken. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're in the area, the seasoning, the batter on the potato wedges, the chicken tenders, and the fried chicken ain't no other. And I don't know how they do it, but it is not greasy. It is good. It tastes better. Well, don't say better. Just as good as Mama's chicken. And they didn't pay me. I did tell them I was going to videotape because I didn't want them getting mad, you know. And they were so kind and so nice and agreeable about it. No problem. They were actually happy to have somebody promoting their business. I found a lot of people are when I go out with the camera. Today, I got my Jackery. It's an inverter generator for my RV, along with my solar panels to keep it charged, so that I don't have to plug up to an external source of power. I ordered it off of Amazon, and I did it through my store, so I got a commission off of my sale. What? Yes, amazing. Also, there is one cord that is like 3 feet long. And Walmart's swearing it's in stock. As soon as I get back to Lacey, she's going to pull it up on the computer and order it for pickup if they'll let us do that. Pray that we can. Because as soon as I get this cord, I've already ordered a hose that I have to replace. It's a braided metal hose that comes off the bottom of the engine and goes into the radiator. It's a coolant hose. It causes me to have a loss of oil and oil pressure, as well as to overheat for long periods of driving or idling. And that's the last thing you want with a motorhome. Okay, let me just tell you. It's like a $40 part, and it's scheduled to be here on the 26th. So at that point, I'll be able to go on the road. I'm really excited. Adventure, new pace in life. I can do off-grid. The inverter generator that I have is a Jackery, and not sponsored. Just let me tell you guys this. There's no sponsorship. So, and we're riding around my little hometown, some of the side streets and back roads, but we're in the downtown area to give you guys just a little glimpse of where we're at. Everything's closed down. It's really kind of sad right now. What a lot of people don't know is how bad NAFTA affected this area. It went from a thriving area for young folks and retirees to a prominently retiree and hometown community with an influx of migrant workers for the poultry plant in the area. They don't usually hire much locally, on purpose, in my opinion. Allegedly. Anyway, that's from over 40 years. Well, let's see. I'm 53 as of the 11th of this month. So that's from over 53 years living here. In my experience, after ICE cracked down during the Obama administration, they started hiring locally. That lasted for about a year and 3 months. And then all of a sudden, and I've never worked inside of a place to where me being a local seemed to be a problem, and I promise you it did, because I understood enough Spanish to know what a gringo and a pendejo and several other things were, and it's not good terms. Do like I did that time on accident. Baños and pendejo, I got those confused, okay? And I was asking my supervisor to go to the bathroom, which is baños, but I said, Enrique, por favor, baños. Por favor, ándale. He couldn't answer me for laughing, because I asked him to go to Bandos is a, let's see. Bandejo is smartass or dumbass. Okay? So that's what I was asking him to go to, y'all. If anybody's commented, I see it says I've got 9 people in here, but nobody's commented. Anyway, like I said, we're passing the public libraries on the side. That's the big attraction for like a 6-block range right here. We have a very old church that you can't see, and I don't know what angle. It's the Episcopal Church, Grace Episcopal. It's been here since the late 1800s. It's part of the historic district. I'm going to take y'all for a tour of that downtown. As soon as I get that hose put on the camper, I can come up here and park behind our movie theater, and I'm going to take y'all for a walk through the whole historic downtown area. We're going to tour the buildings. I've been working on something that I've set up with my county commission, as well as with the Frankie Silvers Museum, to show you guys some really interesting stuff. We're going to go to the actual place. I want to show y'all what's called the Crying Eyes, the Hanging Woman. We have a lot of stuff in this area. I'm also going to take y'all to Broughton Hospital's cemetery, which may sound kind of morbid, but it's actually well known as a hotspot for paranormal activity. And there's a whole lot of history in this area from there that I've been working on studying. Doesn't hurt for me to know. You know, I'm from here. Sorry, these 4-way stops are killing it. If y'all ain't seen them, that's what I keep coming to. Here's another one. But anyway, every block. And you'll see we have a lot of very old houses in the historical district that some of them have been here since the Waldensians. I want to take you to Valdez and let y'all see the historic Waldensian area. I don't know if y'all have heard of the Waldensians, the Waldensian play that we do every year, and the festival that we have. But it's something that's been going on since Columbus days, to be honest with you guys. And I just think it would be awesome to be able to show y'all. There's a lot that I have planned for this summer with the motorhome in my local area. I want to take y'all to Limble Gorge. I want y'all to see just how gorgeous it is and how dangerous it is. And why every year during what we call the hiking, camping season, why every year our REACT team has to be top notch in this area. Because every year we have 3 to 7 hikers go missing. I think Ryan Finds Truth has actually been up to Limble Gorge looking for the elderly lady that's been missing, that was seen walking off into the woods. And it's real big lore around this area. I would have loved to have linked up with Ryan for that and been able to give him a history lesson that he didn't receive there. My family helped settle this area. So when a lot of things that I understand, like about Summers' case in Hawkins County, I get because of my ties to this land here and our family. My dad's side of the family has been here as far back as we can trace, going back to like the 1450s, 1490 era. I know that sounds impossible, but we descend from Cherokee. So please remember that. I am so close to have been able to be on the dolls, and y'all, I would have loved to have been on the Eastern Man Cherokee dolls like my cousin Larry is. Shout out to Larry and Tracy, because let me tell y'all something. Their daddy was 100% Cherokee Indian, Big Larry. They're on the dolls. And since the casinos and the Buc-ee's and all that's open, honey, they make money. They are our Eastern Band Indians here in Cherokee, North Carolina, are the wealthiest band of Indians in the United States, even more so than those possessing the oil fields in Alaska. Let that marinate for a moment. But I do want you guys to know I'm excited. Renee and I are still doing the jewelry store. I think when we do the live streams through Whatnot, we're going to concurrently live stream on YouTube and Facebook as well. And what we're planning on doing is using the Nene Productions channel. We'll let y'all know and put it on this page. That way, for tax purposes and business LLC purposes and everything else that we're working on setting up, um, it'll just be better, if that makes sense. Because the Nene Productions is going to be predominantly me in the RV, plugging and doing as I have on cases and stuff, on the Nina's World channel. And the Nene Productions, we're gonna change it to be just our store and the crystals and the tarot readings and stuff. Renee also makes handmade sage. I think it's gonna be a interesting adventure at the very least. And I'm waiting on a call back from Dollar Tree / Family Dollar about my start date and my training for my floating position. It's hard to explain. A lot of people don't know this. Family Dollar recently bought out all Dollar Tree stores, at least in the Southeast. So it's unsure. Literally, I did an interview, and the next day they made the announcement of the acquisition. So I'm kind of just in a holding pattern right this moment on that. But it's giving me more time to work on getting the RV set up. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to end this live stream shortly. I'm going in here. I'm going to finish charging fully the Jackery box. The next live stream, and I'm going to try to do it before it gets dark, is going to be a tour of the RV with the Jackery hooked up. So I've got to go to Walmart and pick up a cord while it's charging that we're about to order, so I can do that. It does a conversion. The cord that comes out of the RV to plug into an external power source has a plug-in that looks similar to what a washing machine does, kind of with an L and some squiggles instead of a normal plug. This is a 3-foot adapter plug. It fits on that end, and it has a normal, like, wall outlet plug, so I can plug it in my Jackery solar power inverter generator. That is a mouthful. I did choose Jackery brand because I did reviews. I spoke with people and camping enthusiasts, people that live in RVs and off-grid power living in small cabins, tiny homes, and RVs, and they all agreed. The reason I chose the Jackery and the one that I did is if I find that it's not enough, I can daisy chain them together, and they're extremely fire resistant. The batteries have a 10-year warranty, and the Jackery system itself has a 5-year warranty. Hey Susan, how are you from the UK? My eye's healing. I go back to the doctor on the 30th. The scratch wasn't what was so bad. It was the placement and size and depth of the scratch. And the fact that where I rubbed it, don't rub it, that's like saying don't breathe. It ended up with a secondary infection. I'm going to turn the camera around and you guys can probably see. I don't know if you could still tell the difference between eyes. To me, I could still see this one with some swelling and puffiness. They're worried about my blood pressure. That's one of the reasons I haven't. You're going? Where are you going? I'm glad to see you here, Susan. I hope everything's okay. And I'm going to sign off here in just a moment. But y'all can see this eye. It doesn't look red. The eyeball itself and the retina, they're telling me, and the cornea is still swollen and inflamed. On the inside, like when they look through. Well, I'm glad to know you're good, Susan. It's okay, baby. I just wanted to make sure I said the right thing. I didn't want to tell you bye and you was just saying hello. That would be rude. But hopefully the drops that I'm taking 4 times a day. I'm looking to see if I have them in my purse still. I might have left them in Lacey's bathroom when I took them earlier. But I'm taking them 4 times a day. It's and then I've got one that I do twice at night. By the 30th, hopefully it will be healed up. It's healing, but it's healing slowly. Prayers for my friend, her father, who's like a stepdad to me. Him and her mom have been there and her brother have been there through thick and thin, and through these hard times that I recently had. They brought me food. and everything else when I didn't have it. So I want to pray for them. Um, he just got the official diagnosis today of stomach cancer, and they're moving him to a larger university hospital that I'm not going to name for privacy purposes. Same reason I'm not giving their name. They're not YouTube people. Um, I just want to ask for prayers for them and their family if they can. Um, he's a really good man, and there's a lot going on in their family that's difficult to deal with and emotionally. Not just the cancer, they're dealing with some other stuff that I'm not going to talk about, but I've been there for my friend as they were there for me, and I'm going to continue to be. I'm just asking for prayers. He knows the need. So, um, but I'm really excited about taking the channel in a new direction. And there's a lot on the YouTube streets that I've been seeing in the past couple weeks about summer. I saw Dawn and Michelle and everybody coming back out and talking about it, and Marlena. I'm going to say this. What Marlena said about packing up the bag and leaving, we've heard since the second month of summer being missing. I have not heard any new information out of what she has said. Nothing to me. People called me a liar. People said I didn't know what I was talking about and all that. I already told y'all that. Marlena and Journey actually are people that identify Summer as being there after the 4th. So they negate the theory that she went missing a week before it was reported, if we believe them. I don't care for the ties to the Arnolds and the fact that they're related. She's related to Fred's family and Andy B's family. It's a fact. It's a fact. We were told multiple times from multiple different sources that even the police is scared of Fred. Fred's house is the first one that Dawn went to. And then to Andy and Jody. They lied about knowing them. Why did you lie about knowing Fred? Why did you lie about knowing Jody Sue? Why did you not want people to know that you knew them and to talk to them about Summer's case? And the bottom line is, everything we know says that Candace and Grandis were the last people that were adults that were in charge of that child. So whether she got taken or went missing, somebody was neglectful at the very minimal. And it ain't your first rodeo. It ain't the first time y'all dealt with Deepus. Deepus, whatever you want to call them. That's my opinion. That's what I'm giving. Sorry, you guys. Somebody's texting and I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb. My whole thing about it is, in my opinion, every one of y'all up there knows what was going on. And if you don't know 1,000,000%, you got a pretty good idea what happened to that little girl and when and why and how. But you didn't care until it could make you a coin. Y'all want to talk about all the other YouTubers that's out here covering her case and talking and making money covering the case or whatever. Okay, fine, go ahead, we'll take it. But we're not somebody that lived across the street and knew what was going on and didn't do shit and then decided to make a channel and talk about it. Now are we? We didn't live right down that road a block away or 3 houses away. We didn't come up there. We didn't take them drugs and say that we did. Or then later say that we did, or say that somebody that I knew did, or whatever. And then make a channel to make a coin off of it. Which is worse? In my opinion, it's all the same, I guess. I looked at it like, if YouTubers didn't cover Summer's case, would anybody still even be talking about it now? And if YouTubers' job is to make videos and talk about stuff that's going on in the world that the news isn't reporting, I mean, how is that different from Channel 9 News? Just because there's a big corporation behind the news media makes them more authentic or right? I think we've seen in recent times that that's not necessarily true. Just my opinion. I'm reading Curly Mag. I can't read your name. I'm so sorry. Curly Maggie, I think. Sorry, y'all. I'm working with one eye. I have not seen videos from you in a long time. Congrats. I closed on the house and I bought the RV. It's paid for. It's mine. Nobody can take it from me. The power source is paid for. It's mine. Nobody can take it from me. It has a full 100% money back guarantee warranty on it, replacement and all that. That's why I chose what I chose to go with. And this way I can drive up on the place. I wish I'd have had it back when. I would have drove and still be posted up. I guess I'd be Jody Sue number 2 in a camper. Mine's about 4 times the length of hers, though. But mine's a 30-foot long one. It is a sad holiday, I agree. But now, what I'm talking about is not celebrating Columbus Day. It is the Waldensian Festival. And the Waldensians are the original, as I understand, and we can go back over it, but they are the original inhabitants of this area. Yes, I agree. Columbus is not what we were told he was in school, honey. I agree. Lord have mercy. If what they told us in school was the truth when I was coming up, so much now is so different. Don't even get me started on this new math. I can't. Why? Why I got to draw little pills underneath of here to get 1 and 1 and equal 2? I know what that is. I don't need to do all that. I don't understand. It's too much. They just be doing too much. It's what they're trying to get them to do coding ahead of time. All right, guys, I'm in the car and I'm sweating. It's like 80 out here. I'm going to see y'all later at the RV. I'm going to order the cord from Walmart, pick it up, take my Jackery box and my solar panels and my conversion cord, and we're going to plug the whole shooting match up, and y'all are the first that's going to see it running and going. I do have the 12-volt battery backup. I had to purchase a marine battery for it, brand new, but it doesn't run my AC or my microwave or my stove or oven or refrigerator. So that's what the Jackery is for, is the power. It's going to work in concession. I do have a Cummins generator, but for some reason it's not functioning properly. And I believe it's a gas generator and it's a 95 model. And I just don't know. I'm worried about fire and carbon monoxide poisoning. But I do have detectors for carbon monoxide and gas throughout the RV already. I have been working on it since I got it. And I think you guys will be really pleasantly surprised. It's got some nice features and a lot of space. Peace, love, and light. See y'all in the RV tonight.